Prep is not prep. It is recovery. If you're a teacher, there's no chance that you haven't heard someone say, "Oh, you're a teacher? The schedule must be so nice." But right after they say that, they'll no doubt mention how awful the lesson planning is. And the lesson planning can be awful, but it doesn't have to. And I'm going to tell you how. I believe that I have figured it out. I have figured out the chef's kiss of how to lesson plan in a way that still gives me a life outside of teaching. And this is especially unique for someone who is only in their third year of teaching. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Mackenzie. I am a third year first grade teacher, and I am here to share my tips and tricks with you because teaching in this day and age is weird. I started teaching after COVID, and teaching is not at all what I thought it was going to be like. But I have learned so much, and I am here to teach you how to go into teaching with the right mindset and be ready for the new wave of kids who are coming into our classrooms. From my own experience, I'm very new, so take this very lightly. If you are new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe because that is the way that my video actually gets boosted up and people see it. The algorithm needs your likes and subscribes, so that's why people are asking for them. So I'm going to ask for them too, but I want you to know why. We all know that as teachers, time is the struggle. Our preps are supposed to be used for lesson planning, but if you are a teacher, and maybe especially for primary teachers, you are probably spending your prep cleaning up from whatever happened before your kids went to the next block, maybe prepping materials for the next part of the day. Or sometimes you are just sitting down for a second to respond to a text, get a drink of water, maybe eat some food, and try to get your head clear before the kids come back. Sometimes a kid might still be in your room and you're like, why are you in here? Prep is not prep. It is recovery. So you need to be able to have all your plans already set up, ready to go, because you just never know how much or how little time you're going to have during the day. Back in college, we were all taught to do those 12-page lesson plans. I actually believe that those benefited me because now I can lesson plan really quickly. But teaching now is so simplified. Most of our curriculum already aligns with the standards for us. Our district is helping us align with the standards and cover all the things that we need to teach. So a lot of it is done for you, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to organize how it's done and how it's presented because that's probably the hardest part and that still falls on you. So, I have 6 tips for you. Please buckle up, get ready to hear them. Tip number 1, start with a template. I taught kindergarten last year, and that team worked together to lesson plan, so we all taught the exact same thing every single week. They had a template every week for ELA, math, science, SEL, everything else you can think of, crafts. It was all there. They would take what they lesson planned last year and they would adjust so that they could fit it in this year's template. Amazing, brilliant. I took that into teaching first grade with me, and although I do it by myself, it's super fast. Tip number 2, make slides. I teach everything from my slides. I have a template, like I said, again, for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on Google Slides. And I just adjust the information for every single week, adjust the videos, adjust all the things, and slide it on over for the next week. Tip number 3, you don't have to plan everything. The more years you teach, the more instinct you're gonna have on just like whipping something up. I went from needing to like plan how to use my teacher's manual to now just grabbing my manual and knowing exactly what to do. The longer you teach, the more instinct you're gonna have and the less you're gonna need to plan for this kind of stuff. But I know as a first and second year teacher, I had to plan for literally everything, like how to say each PA phrase and statement for my kids. But now I don't need to do that. Tip number 4 is to print everything for the next week. I plan a week ahead. We're going to talk about that later in the next tip. But I plan all of my UFly materials. I print all of my worksheets. I really don't use many worksheets, but the ones that I do, I print for the next week. And that leads us into tip number 5, which is use an organizing system. I have one of those awesome organizing carts from Amazon. I know it's one of those things that like I didn't want to buy because every teacher has it, but there's a reason every teacher has it. It's because you can put all of your papers in for the next week, put your extras in there, all the papers that you're going to need, you can just grab them out and have them ready to go. Again, like I said, I plan for the next week. So everything's going to be there for me starting on Monday. And tip number 6, this is the most important thing for me, is to set a schedule and stick to it. I do all my lesson plannings on Tuesday. If I can't do them in my prep for that like half an hour, then I do it at night, which I'm not asking you to do or saying is necessary. I'm already so far ahead that I don't need to do this, but I am so obsessed with my schedule that I do it. So, those are my 6 tips for you. I just want to emphasize that lesson planning does not need to be hard. You already put so much effort in at work every single day. You know what to do, your instincts are there. It does not have to be one of those weekend tasks that you dread doing. I know my first year of teaching, I would spend my whole Sundays lesson planning. Now I do it all on Tuesdays the week before, and I don't have anything that I need to do over the weekend. My computer lives in my bag or at the school over the weekend. It is brilliant. Your lesson planning is as helpful as you make it. So, the one time that you put in the effort to make your templates, set a schedule, get caught up on everything so that you can stick to your schedule for the next week, you're going to thank yourself every other week. It literally takes 1 week of setting everything up for yourself in the future, then you're going to be good to go. And then you're just going to copy and paste everything for the rest of the year. It's amazing. If you are looking for more tips and tricks in the classroom, or you're just curious on how I do things in the classroom, please let me know. Comment what you want to see. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I'm new, but I've learned so much that I feel like I have some insight I can give to new teachers. And lastly, if you found this helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I said, it helps me out so much. I'm just a little teacher trying my best to have another source of income and also teach people things that I wish I would have learned before teaching. So, like and subscribe so my video can make it to the top of the ranks so that people can see this and be part of the little community. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to connect with you.